Hello guys, this is Eternal Art Heart, aka TurboK1000 or Kirsty Jones if you prefer. Today I am bringing you the coloured version of my fusion drawing of Pearl and Aquamarine named Turquoise, who is a battle ready warrior, which is the name of the actual video, who can use ice and graceful ballet movements to defeat her enemies. So for this drawing I used Prismacolor pencils, which I am starting to realise they are not for me 100%, but I'm still going to use them anyway because I bought them and I'm not a type to waste art supplies. But I'm just not good with coloured pencils, and I know this drawing looks pretty decent, but it was so difficult, so time consuming, and I don't understand them as well as I'd like to. They're just too soft, and I'm very heavy handed, and it's just, they don't last me as long as I want them to. But I still love this drawing, and despite the colours not coming out exactly as I want, I will continue to draw her. I'll probably end up drawing her digitally next time so you can get a proper view of what she looks like, because her colours came up quite dark in this, and the transparent robe thing was so difficult to do in pencil. So yeah, right now I'm colouring her skin, and as I'm drawing this, I'm having a vanish every 5 minutes because I was minding the dogs at the time, because we have 2 pet dogs. A husky named Akira and a Staffordshire Bull Terrier named Zeus, who are both beautiful little babies. And if you're wondering, I named Akira, and I named her Akira because of the movie. Because, as you all know, I'm a huge anime nerd. But I don't care. I digress. That's what I want to do in my life, so can't exactly complain. So yeah, I kept nipping off every so often, which was my only break for the entirety of this drawing, which I really know is a bad thing, but I like drawing. I can make up for it. But I did learn one thing using colour pencils to colour this, and that's how to colour hair. Like, for some reason, I didn't think of this before, but I thought, maybe I should do strands, and it worked. The hair looked great compared to the rest. I actually love the hair more than the actual drawing. And I do think turquoise looks a bit too much like aquamarine, but I could be wrong. It depends on what you guys think. And apart from that, she's one of my favourite characters I've ever made because she's just so different. For one thing, I've never drawn a character with more than 2 arms. I've never drawn a character with more than 2 eyes. So that was interesting. So yeah, I'm running out of things to talk about. It's so hard when you don't have a script and you can't play music. So now moving on to the actual jacket she's wearing, and it's supposed to be pure black, but I needed to do it a fainter colour because of the transparent robe she's wearing, the shawl thing. So it was really difficult because to me it just looked grey instead of black like it's supposed to, because there was none of it showing through the shawl, so you couldn't see its actual colour. So I used her shoes to show what colour it should have been. Her shoes are the same colour as her outfit, but they're black. They're pitch black because they aren't covered by the shawl. And yes, the shawl is inspired by Pearl's outfit, whereas the bow and the necktie is inspired by turquoise. Not turquoise, aquamarine. And I made her tongue blue because I thought, for a character that's mainly greeny blue, blues and greens should be the only thing I use here. So I made her tongue blue. And I'm onto the ice arrows because I'm almost finished. So yeah, moving on to the next part. I am currently colouring the ice arrows, which need to be a very shiny looking blue object. And I'm probably rambling right now. I really thought someone was going to come up the stairs and interrupt my recording. But yeah, on the original one I blended 3 colours, but then I realised if I left that layer of white, it would look better. So instead of using 3, I used 2. And for the background, I actually got stuck between using a peach colour that matched Pearl's design, or a reddish colour, like a maroon or a blackberry colour, because I wanted to show an intense moment, because this is how she would be in battle, and a battle is intense. So yeah, I decided to go with that colour, but I used like white out and stuff to finish off the areas around it, because I didn't want her to just disappear into the background, which she does for a fair amount of time. And I thought it was a nice contrasting colour. It wasn't too contrasting, but it wasn't ugly either, which made me feel great. I'm just going over it a second time because of the amount of line work. It's still a bit liney, but you know, when you've got those lines, the streaks, because it's a bit streaky in areas. But I just brain fart, hang on. I just went over it a second time to make those a little less easy to spot. So yeah, I think the recording is about to end as well, because my battery died on my camera, and since I had very little left to do, I thought might as well finish it and show you the end result. So I hope you guys look forward to that little second because it's not coming up yet because I had a stupid moment again. So yeah, I'm just finishing off the background, which took me a full pen. It's starting to run out. What does that tell you? And it was full before I used it. But yeah, you do what you do for your drawings, and it's not like I can't buy more because I'm a uni student. We get maintenance loans to replenish our art supplies. It's actually made to replenish art supplies and help us like cope with accommodation, which I am not in, so I have no use for that. So I use it to replenish art supplies and make sure I can keep my work up to date. And now we're on to the finished piece. I did a lot of photo editing for this. So yeah, I'm going to end that here. I thank you all so much for watching. Check out my DeviantArt, fanfiction, Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram, and my very own website. Each of them has everything you've seen here today. I thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you next week. Bye!